Hi, my friends. This is Cori. Welcome to the Diamond Painting Effect with Cori. I'm so glad you came by today. We're going to do another Stitch with Me. I do Stitch with Me's Monday through Friday. Try to post something at least every day. I'm going to give you a little bit of a... I worked a little bit more on my wooden heart. I finished all this dark red color and started working on the greenery. There are three colors of red, pink, and then there's the green, and then there's just the background. So I've been working on that one. I've now got them all these colors. I thought I could do this real quick. I've got them all on these wash drops that I got from Amazon. There we go. And I don't have them numbered because I don't really need to. I know what color is which. If I put it into storage, I will number it then. I'm going to check and see if those are DMC colors. Another thing that came was I finally got my this month's Adorn It, my tailgate party. So I thought I would show it to you guys. This is it says hanging with my Nomies. And the truck is green. It is a green theme. They have little, my brain just did a blank on me. Shamrocks. They have little shamrocks hanging on the end of their little flags on the back of their truck. So that's the March. This is a peel and stick pattern. You don't have to trace. You just peel it and stick it onto your fabric and you can start stitching. The image I'm going to work on today, the pattern I'm going to work on today is a Bumblebee cross stitch from DIY. I bought this from New Craft Day. It's a 40 by 50 centimeter and it's 11 count. And I am working this one in a half cross. It's experiment. I've seen another YouTube person do it. So I thought I would like to try it. I still am not sure how I feel about it, but I am anxious to finish this one. Put a little more effort into it because I can't wait until I finish it and wash it up and see how I like it. The one problem I see with it is I'm using 6 strands. And it really is hard to pull 6 strands through here. It's a bit rough. It's more the needle. You got to get the eye of the needle big enough to hold the 6 strands, but then that eye didn't really want to go through the fabric that well. I'm learning the knack of kind of bending the needle as you pull it out. When the eye hits the point where it breaks through, if you bend the needle the right way, it releases it and it comes through. I've also found that I like when there's a large area that's flat cover, I like to do it in a diagonal line and I kind of work it like a back stitch. I'm putting it in up here. But then I'm coming down to the bottom hole underneath it, over in the square underneath it. And I'm just kind of working it in a diagonal as if it were a back stitch. So I think I'm liking the way it looks, the way it lays. in the areas that you are able to do that, you know, some of these confetti places, you can't really do that. But there's some little sections here where you can do it that way. And so that's how I'm doing that. Well, it was a weekend. I kind of like, I don't know, I zoned out on Saturday. I think I kind of got, when I went, picked up the Amish in San Antonio. When I got home really late that night, it took me a while to wind down, and, you know, so I kind of stitched for a couple hours before I could go to bed. Well, and then on Saturday night, I think it was Thursday night that happened. And then on Saturday night, I was sitting there. I knew it was late. You know, the last time I looked at the clock, it was like 12:30. I thought, oh, I usually, if I'm really tired, I'll go to bed. Anytime after 11, I'll go to bed. Well, actually, anytime I'm really tired, I'll go to bed. But usually that doesn't happen till a little bit later in the evening. And so I noted that it was late. I felt like I wasn't really tired yet. I'll go to bed in a minute. The next thing I know, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what the heck happened? Well, I do realize now later, part of what happened was daylight savings time happened. So an hour of that was just skipped. But that would have been 4 before I even noticed the time again. I was just busy stitching away on all this dark area, working on this bee. And you can't really tell what I've worked up here. Here. This is kind of more, you can tell the area that's covered this way. So, but anyway, I was just so shocked that I had done that. And then, so the next night, I needed to take the Amish up to the train station again. Only this time, they wanted to leave at 4 a.m. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I better get a nap in. Because normally in my life, the 4 to 6 is the time when I can get some good sleep. That's the time of day where I can finally really get some good sleep. And I'm like, I'm going to be driving at my prime sleeping time. So I did it. And I did okay. It was no problem. But I had like a 2-hour nap before I went. But I think I'm getting my days and nights flipped here. Anyway. But when you do that to your body, it takes my body a while to recover. Everything hurts, and I was having trouble with my shoulder hurting. It I guess on this hand, the one that stitches with holds the needle, that shoulder was hurting. It's not really my shoulder, it's just the upper arm. And then on the hand that holds it, it's hurting my joint right there. It was painful. And I know it's just the stress I'm having over getting my times messed up. I also do know that carbohydrates add to inflammation. So if you tend to have arthritis and things like that, one of the best ways you can combat that is to quit eating sugar and flour. I That may sound crazy, but I'm telling you guys, if you ever try it, just try it for a couple weeks. Cut out all the carbohydrates and, or at least the bad carbs, and then try eating them again, and you'll feel it. You will feel it. You may not notice because it leaves kind of, you don't notice it leaving because it's kind of gradual. But boy, when you start eating it again, you'll feel it. I worked on my diamond painting, and right here, if you look up, I'll be posting the progress on it right there. I haven't done a whole lot, but I mean, I spent quite a bit of time on it, but it didn't look like I accomplished much. You can see, oh, maybe 3 to 4 inches of the boots, the tops of the boots now. And so I did spend quite a bit of time on that Saturday working on that. It's like when my thumb started hurting, I kind of had to move on to something different. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It wasn't a bad session. The frustrating thing for me with diamond painting is when I have to start and stop a lot. When have interruptions. I live alone by myself, but I get no peace. Just so y'all know, I get no peace. I I attribute it to the fact that I am well loved by my friends and family. And the my brother-in-law took the Amish out to the island, out to the beach on Saturday. I passed on that one. I said no. I love the beach, but it's spring break in Texas. And the beach isn't, I don't enjoy the beach when all of South Texas is on the beach. All of Texas is on the beach. People come from all over this state, all the college students. They just come and the beach is packed. They let you drive on the beach here. And it's just packed with cars. And that didn't sound like fun to me, and I let my brother-in-law do that one. Because he has a harder time saying no than I do. Bless his little heart. But I just kind of went on strike. I haven't been cooking. I've been eating convenient food. And I finally cooked again today. We had King Ranch chicken and green beans. And I decided to wing it, and I didn't wing it very well. It was still good, but it wasn't what it should have been. But it's kind of like a chicken enchilada casserole, if y'all haven't heard of King Ranch chicken. I really like it. It has Rotel tomatoes in it with the spicy tomatoes and cream of mushroom soup and chicken and then you layer it, onions and celery, and then you layer the sauce with the chicken and layers of corn tortillas and cheese. So it's really, really pretty tasty, I think. And I live very close to the King Ranch, the famous King Ranch. Um, it's just south of Corpus Christi. Um, in fact, part of the King Ranch also has shoreline on it. Part of the Gulf of Mexico is on the King Ranch is on the Gulf of Mexico in parts. So they sometimes have in November they have a cowhands day where they invite everybody can come out to the King Ranch and you get a cowboy breakfast and they have them all set up and kind of like a reenactment, so to speak. It's just kind of what it's like to be a cowboy, and they have booths and carnival type atmosphere. You know the thing. But anyway, it's the times we've gone. It's been when we get our first cold front that time of year, and it's been perfectly miserable both the times I've actually gone to it. So, yeah. Um, I took Daniel when he was small. Probably he was around 8 or 9 was when we went, and then we went again the following year, and then we haven't been back. Daniel really likes that kind of thing. Goliad is about a half hour away from here, and Goliad it's not as well known as the Alamo is, but that's kind of like the same thing that happened at the Alamo also happened in Goliad, as far as the Mexican army just totally slaughtered them. It was actually worse than the Alamo. They surrendered at Goliad. All the soldiers surrendered, and they took them out. Told them they were going to go on a march, and then took them out, lined them up, and shot them all. And I think maybe one person ended up escaping. It was really kind of sad. But that's the battle cry after that was remember the Alamo, remember Goliad. And history has only remember the Alamo part of it. But the whole cry was remember the Alamo, remember Goliad, and that was their war cry as they fought for the Texas independence. But my son is really, really into Texas history, and he loves that kind of thing. He loves history. But particularly, I think because of the area that we live in, he's been able to go and see and participate in some of those remembrance, reenactment battles and stuff. He has a love for Texas history, and he likes to. Texas just had their independence I think it's March 6th, March 9th, something like that, is our independence. Texas got their independence from Mexico. And yeah, this starts getting all wound up, and I'm having a hard time with it. But it looks like I've almost got this part finished. And I guess we'll wrap this up. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Please take care.